Everyone right now is having a really hard time being able to get a place of their own, to have a house, something that they can live in, make theirs, right? Right now, I think it's something like that median homeowner is around 60 years old. That's crazy. The majority of people in the United States are renters or just are living at home with mom and dad. 30% of kids or whatever, people in their 30s living in the basement, right? Which, I'm not going to knock, if you have a budget, you probably should stick to it and figure out a way. But there is another way to be able to get your own little slice of heaven and be able to own some real estate. Why? Why do you have to do this different way? Well, you got to realize right now, because of inflation, houses are unaffordable for the average, family that's just starting out, whatever. But you got to take another step back and not just do this like how the boomers did it. Go work at the factory and then boom, 5 years, you have your own little house, it's paid off, blah, blah, blah. You're going to have to take a totally different approach. You're going to have to start looking at real estate from an investment mindset in order to be able to actually have something. So how do you do this? Well, first off, you're going to have to get rid of this notion that you're going to jump right into your dream home right away. This is going to be the most crippling and debilitating thing stopping you from ever owning a house, if that's what you want, right? The very first thing, you have to look at this from the perspective of a budget and a landlord. So right now, what you can do to get a place of your own is buy the apartment that you would be renting. Now, what do I mean when I say buy that apartment? I don't mean buy a 200 complex type, apartment place. But this is what I did when I first started out. And I went and I bought a multi-unit small property, okay? You want to buy a 2-unit, 3-unit, 4-unit. Ideally, if you get a 4-unit, that's the best, but sometimes they're hard to come by. And they're not that hard to qualify for. Now, there's a couple tricks to it. I can, show you how to do it. But you got to go and start with living in one half of the building or one unit and then rent out the others to cover your costs. I'm telling you right now, there are a ton of deals where if you just had like a triplex, for example, you move in, the other 2 tenants, they pay all your rent. And immediately you just walked in to a house that you own and they're paying your mortgage. You might just have to cover utilities, that's it. And from there, you've created a platform where you can grow and end up finally, maybe one day, having your own place. Go ahead, take a look at this. It's called house hacking.